We're journeying down the road of every personality type in Football Manager. Still, who thought that was a good idea? Today, a more rare personality, Spineless. Now, it's obvious that this one's going to be bad, but how bad? This could be a car crash. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be a bumpy ride. Let's go. And as per the request, we are journeying away from the big five nations. I've done it in a few recently, and we're going further afield. This time we're over in Asia. We've got South Korea, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. Do not fret if you feel that this is the only representation in a bad personality type. Some of the more better personality types will be represented by those nations as well in future experiments. So, Kim Do-hoon is the South Korean representative, and there he is, mid-journeyed out of his mind. Rohit Singh, Ismail Panjaitan, Azwan Abdullah, and Tajuddin Samsudin. Easy for me to say. Now, they've all got exactly the same attribute breakdown, 90 current ability, 200 potential ability. They're all centre-backs, because I thought, where do you want a player that's spineless least? And you want him at centre-back the most. You want someone at centre-back who's going to take the game by the scruff of the neck, not who's spineless and cowardly and who will just go missing. So what does a spineless personality look like in terms of hidden attributes? Well, it looks pretty balanced and average, really, apart from a couple of attributes on the lower end. Now, tell you what we're going to do. I have heard the comments. The dark grey is not easy to see because it's on a dark grey background. It's just a different shade of grey. There's 50 of them, apparently. Anyway, I'm going to go and change the attribute colours. Bear with me. There we go. Isn't that better, ladies and gentlemen? Bit of red in there. This is the January version 5 version of the SAS24 skin. And a lot of people do ask me in the comments, what skin do I use? It's the SAS24 skin. It's the one that Second Yellow Card uses. In my opinion, it's the best skin out there. And I think probably you lot like the look of it because a lot of you do comment and ask which one it is. So SAS24, Google it, you'll find it. Piece of, nearly swore then. So yeah, this is the hidden attribute breakdown for a spineless personality. Now, there is one thing that I do have a problem with Football Manager, and that's a bad attribute. Controversy, yeah? The higher the controversy, the worse it is for a player. Yeah, this is in green. Really should be in red because it's a flip reverse sort of attribute. You know, it's not that clear, but I suppose you're not meant to see the hidden attributes unless you've got the editor. So I guess Football Manager can be forgiven in that regard. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent. The guy's a 6'3", 190 centimeters, 70 kilos. Which is about 11 stone, I think. That weight will change. This is the breakdown of attributes. As I say, 90 current ability. They're all going to be playing in their own respective nations to begin with. And will they get moves to Europe and will they kick on? Because they've not, pressure, consistency in important matches can improve. Pressure. Can pressure improve? Bit of mentoring, you bet it can. So we'll see. We will see if they remain spineless throughout their careers. So without further ado, what we're going to do first is jump 1 year into the future and see what clubs they start out at in their respective nations. So Kim Do-hoon went to Suwon in the Hana 1Q K-League. Ismail's gone to PSM. Rohit's gone to MHDN. Azwan has gone to Kuala Lumpur. And Tajuddin has gone to LC Sailors. Don't know who any of these teams are. I'm not that good at my Asian football. Sorry. I'm not good at European football or even English football, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah, you'd think I'd be better making content about it through a game. I do know a bit. So, Kim Do-hoon has actually been retrained as a right back, and he is now 104 current ability. Ismail, though, at 103, no positional change taking up any ability. So, that's interesting. Tajuddin, unfortunately, probably because of the league quality, has not improved. We're going to quickly compare Ismail and Tajuddin, and as you can see, Ismail's polygon is so much better. But what is interesting, Rohit Singh is now casual. He's just chilling, laid back, relaxing, all cool, shooting some football outside of school. This is not the Fresh Prince of West Yorkshire. This is Spineless wonderkids. Rohit Singh then, and what's changed? Well, his professionalism's gone down to 3. Is casual worse than spineless? Hang about. His professionalism has gone down from 10 to 3, and he's gone from spineless, which in my opinion is used as quite a derogatory term for someone. If you're trying to be quite insulting and quite cutting to them, and you call someone a spineless individual, you're literally saying they've got no backbone, they don't stand up for themselves, you're a pushover. If you say someone's casual, bit of a compliment, easy, take it easy, yeah, just take it as it comes, I'm casual, me, oh, whatever, man. Don't know why I've turned into a 90s stereotypical stoner there, but hey, where the brain went. Now, casual as a personality type is worse than spineless. Who knew? Well, the casual video is going to be funny, isn't it? That will be a car crash. Oh, so there's not a lot to check in on at this juncture. As we've seen, there's not been that much movement in terms terms of current ability, and nor will there be in the first few years, because most nations don't buy foreign players until the age of 18 due to work permit reasons and stuff. So I don't think anyone's going to move over to Europe until at least they're 18, maybe even later. No one's been capped for the international team as of yet, but as you can see, Ismail, who has improved the most, has played the most, 41 times, scored twice as well. Fair play to him. Total appearances 27, all-time appearances 41, 17, plus 8, yeah, 25. Sorry, all-time appearances. That's not league, that's all appearances. That's staying in. I've caught it. I've caught the error before you can all get in the comments, but feel free to get in the comments and call me an idiot anyway, because I was being an idiot. Just being a bit too casual. Right, so we're in 2024. Do we jump 2 years? Or I'll tell you what, very brief stop in at 2025. Very, very short stop in. About the amount of time it's going to take you guys to hit that subscribe button. So while you do that, we'll jump to 2025, quickly check in and go to 2026. Okay, so we're back in 2025, and hopefully you've had enough time to check that subscribe button. So I don't think anyone's moved clubs. They haven't. I do remember all those clubs being the same. Kim Do-hoon is now at 122 current ability. He's got 26 all-time appearances, and they're now wanting to play him as a little bit of a makeshift defensive midfielder as well. So he's getting the game time. They really want to sort of make him versatile. He's capped under 23 level for South Korea as well. So big things could be happening for old Kim Do-hoon. Maybe he didn't play in that first season because maybe in South Korea you can't play C16. Maybe. Who knows what the rules are? Not me. You'd think I would, but I don't. So someone in the comments, let me know. Thank you very much. Ismail Panjaitan at 108. So he's still in second place, still spineless, still a centre back. Azwan Abdullah, 105. He's catching Ismail up, and he's been playing for Kuala Lumpur. Tajuddin Samsudin, still at LC Sailors, and the only player to be capped internationally, 11 caps for Singapore. He is literally Singapore's third best player. Their third best player at 102. Oh, look at that. Leadership as an attribute there. Spoiler for another video. Yeah, leadership squad video coming. He might already be out on the channel by the time this one comes out. Who knows? Who knows with the schedule? And Rohit Singh is at MHDN, and he's now gone balanced. Nothing's changed. His ambition and professionalism have gone through the floor as previous. Is it determination? Determination should be lower than 10 for this spineless personality. So now he's gone back to casual. So from 8 determination with those awful hidden attributes to 10, he's now balanced. I know we've been here before, and I know I keep banging on about it in these, especially the bad personality type experiments, but I suppose in the good ones as well, when they just change slightly from being a good personality type to going balanced. It's really concerning when you look at a balanced wonderkid or a balanced personality in a player, because that is not a player that you want to be buying. I'm sorry. 2 ambition, we've seen in other tests for ambition, not very good having low ambition. Professionalism is key for wonderkid development. Pressure, not quite sure about what pressure is going to do for us, but I think it's probably going to be quite important. Consistently important matches being low. This guy is awful in terms of his hidden attributes, yet he's got a balanced personality. So how are you meant to make an informed decision when you see personality type balanced when that's the personality type? But I think balanced is too broad. I think they need to tighten up what balanced is. I think the problem is if it doesn't fit into any other category, if it's sort of like in a sort of weird sort of halfway house in between personality 1 and personality 2, like one bad personality, another bad personality. If you're halfway in between 2 bad personalities, you go, oh, let's just call him balanced. Doesn't work, does it? So yeah. Anyway, that's my little moan for the minute. What a quick stop in this was at 2025. This is going to be an absolutely enormous video. So I told you, strap yourselves in. 2026, and here we come. The one good thing is you would have had plenty of time to click that subscribe button now. Well, so Rohit is wanted by Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham and PSG. Azwan is wanted by, again, a who's who of European powerhouses. Tajuddin Samsudin has gone to RC Lens. He's already made the move. £120,000 he made the move for, and he's played 8 times for Lens, so he must have moved in the January, 13th of January. Well deduced, Sherlock. Twiddles moustache menacingly. I'm not drunk. I don't really drink. It might seem like I'm drunk. I've had no sleep. And when I say I've had no sleep, I literally mean I think I've had an hour and a half following on from like a 4-hour night. So I'm a little bit scatty today, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. is working this weekend, so I'm on the night duty with the little man. And it's when I'm on the night duty, he decides to be a little monster. So yeah, if this video feels like it's all over the place, it's only going to get worse. So you have been warned at this, I'd say, early point of the video. We've probably waffled on for about 8 or 9 minutes by now. Strap yourselves in. Ismail is not wanted by anyone, but he's at 116. And I mean, Kim Do-hoon at 141, makeshift central midfielder as well. He's unhappy, wants to leave following a contract extension being triggered at a time when he was concerned about the quality of the squad. Well, we've all seen this. I think this is a new thing in this year's Football Manager, because we've all seen this, unhappy about a contract extension being triggered, because that always used to be a loophole in contracts, didn't it? Slap an extension on, like a 3-year extension, and then when they need a new contract, just trigger an extension, boom. Not anymore. Sports Interactive, I've sorted that issue out. And fair play to them. We do complain about the little loopholes and the little glitches in the game that are not realistic. That's something that, in my opinion, that's not that realistic, because a player probably would. They'd probably be very well negotiated wage rise in their contract to sign something that would have so many years extension. Optional by the club. Certainly by today's standards anyway. Anyway, he's wanted and there's a bid in. RB Leipzig and Chelsea. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? So some big teams are going to be signing these players, which is fantastic for my thumbnail. Woohoo, yeah. Lons, don't think we're going to use you. Tajuddin has got 19 caps for the national team. Then Kim Do-hoon has been capped 6 times by South Korea. But that's not surprising, is it really, considering he's at 144 current ability. Let's compare him to Rohit, who is the worst, at 102. I mean, still balanced, still awful. Can't wait to see him go to a big European club. At least go to City or PSG. Not going to cost him a load of money, though, is it? Yeah. But it'd be funny. Look at that. Look at that. Well, there we go. Kim Do-hoon. Rohit's even grown another centimetre. 191. Kim Do-hoon is so much better, as you can see. And because, I mean, he's miles better than everyone, to be honest. He's the one that's really sort of pulled away. His determination is still the same. Leadership's gone up a bit. Professionalism's gone up to 15. So Spineless, you can be professional with Spineless. This is what I'm talking about. Casual, 3 professionalism. Spineless, 15 professionalism. Spineless is, I mean, that's better, right? The spineless one is better. The more you know, the more you learn. Very interesting. Because if you gave me a spineless or a casual player, I'd be going for the casual player if they were the same, just based on personality, just because of what the word means. But now I wouldn't. So I've taught myself something in this experiment, and I hope I've taught you something too that you can use going forward in your saves. But there's not much more to check in on. So one more year, and hopefully we'll have some big moves. So let's go to 2027 and see where they've all gone. So Kim Do-hoon, unfortunately, he was at 144. For 1.8 million, he's gone to Chelsea. He's now at 147. And of course, that's because he's not played for Chelsea. He's played internationally. Oh, he's played internationally, but he's played 66 times for Chelsea reserves or Chelsea under 21s or whatever. Career stagnation. And Azwan Abdullah has gone to Spurs. He's got 14 caps for Malaysia. He has never played for Spurs, only played in the under 21s. £22,500. He moved from Kuala Lumpur. He's the second best player currently. The third best player is Ismail Panajaitan, who's now balanced. Is that because he's lost 5 professionalism, he's lost 5 ambition, and he's gained 2 determination. He's also gained consistency in important matches from 5 to 6. So yeah, he's at 118. He's gone to PSG and played for PSG too. £3,600 PSG paid for him. So yeah, not breaking the bank. They're actually paying him £15,000. Nearly £16,000 a week. So they're paying him, his wage is 4 times his transfer fee per week. He's worth quite a bit as well. Yeah, look at the transfer values. Tajuddin is at RC Lens. Again, he is balanced, and he's just gained 2 professionalism and a little bit of determination. So yeah, he's turned into being balanced. But isn't that so weird? So you look at that, balanced personality, ambition 10, professionalism 12, and then we go and look at Rohit, balanced personality, ambition 2, professionalism 3. How is that the same personality type? I know I keep going on about it, and I know this video is probably just going to be me waffling about this so much, but how can that be the same personality type? He's also gone to PSG. He's on £15,500 a week. He's got 15 caps for India as well, and he's playing for PSG too. He's actually playing for PSG quite a lot, and he moved for nearly £40,000, so he moved for more than Ismail did. Ismail's loan listed, and to be honest, we're only at 19 years old, and I can see them getting somewhere. Kim Do-hoon, if he gets a couple of loan moves in the next couple of years, he's on the loan list. If he gets a loan move in the next couple of years to a championship side at 147, and he comes back to Chelsea in the 150s and then plays a bit, honestly, he could make it to 200, because players keep improving until they're like 27, 28, 29. It's a slower progression. Your big progression years are between like the ages of like 15, 16 and 21, 22, but you've still got some really good progress between 22 onwards. Let's check in on 2028 and see if any moves have happened, any loan moves have happened, they're going to help things out. Okay, so the Kim Do-hoon is now fairly professional. So his determination's moved up to 10. So there we go. So he was at 15 professionalism, yeah? And he was considered spineless. His determination is improved, and now he's considered fairly professional. So his professionalism has not changed, still at 15. If we bring this back down to 8, he goes back to being spineless. So how can determination changing move you to being professional? Surely professionalism should be the one that moves. I know it already had moved, but there's also a fairly determined personality type. I suppose he's not got high enough determination for that. I suppose maybe I'm splitting hairs now. I'm just probably whinging about different personality types, and I'm just finding fault at everything. I suppose it is very difficult to sort of categorize every personality type in the game. He has moved on to 152 current ability, and that's because he didn't get a loan move. 1 appearance off the bench, 2 appearances in the cup. As starts, 1 off the bench, 2 games, 2 off the bench, getting a 6.45. Nothing really to speak and shout about. Rohit Singh at PSG is wanted by Dijon FCO on loan. He is still balanced. His ambition's gone up to 3. He is still a horror in terms of his personality type, though. He's playing loads of PSG too. And Ismail Panjaitan, he is also wanted by Dijon FCO on loan. He's at 118. Not a lot has happened in terms of progression for any of them. He's played for PSG too again. Tajuddin at Lens is at 118, and he's actually made 3 appearances for RC Lens. And Aswan is at Spurs. Couple of teams wanting him on loan. Unfortunately, he's not had a loan move yet. He's been in the reserves, and he's at 120 current ability. So we're 20 years old. I feel like the next couple of years are very important for them, but we've lost all spineless personality type. We're all balanced and fairly professional, but it's very little has changed. But we started off as spineless, and I think that's the key. They're always going to change personality types through these experiments, through mentoring. There's not really any way of stopping that, because even if you froze people's abilities, hidden attributes don't freeze. They do still change. So freezing would achieve nothing. And the whole point of this is to see how players develop with those personality types. So again, freezing players wouldn't give us any sort of inclination or knowledge. So let's go through to 2029, because loan moves are key now. I think Rohit's a lost cause. Like I don't know if he's ever going to get past 120. It's going to be a sad state of affairs for Rohit. Ismail, Tajuddin and Aswan have got potential to probably hit the 160s, 170s, but they do need loan moves. Kim Do-hoon, he could get all the way to 200, but he needs a loan move as well. So let's go to 2029 and see if any of them did get that loan move. Okay, so Kim Do-hoon at Chelsea didn't get the loan move, but he's moved up to 161. He actually played 7 times, a few times off the bench, so not doing too bad. Aswan Abdullah did not get a loan move. He's at 121. Tajuddin is at 121 at Lens. Playing for Lens too. Ismail at 118. Again, he didn't get a loan move. And Rohit is listed. They've actually give up on him. They've listed him for £36 million. You're having a laugh, PSG. If someone comes in and pays £36 million, I'm going to be fuming. He's the only one that's got a loan move. He went to Antwerp and played 5 times. 3 of those were off the bench. He scored as well. If they get £36 million for him, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll be even more annoyed. I wanted them to go to PSG, just to PSG be disappointed when they didn't amount to anything. If they make a £36 million profit of Rohit with the worst personality going, I've got no words. Let's go to 2030. So Kim Do-hoon at Chelsea is at 166. Still no loan move, but he actually played a lot for Chelsea in the league, to be fair. 18 games, 9 starts, 9 off the bench. So he's very much a squad player. Tajuddin at Lens is at 124. He is the second placed player. Just a mess over here, playing a lot for the second for Lens too. Aswan at Spurs is at 123. He's not playing at all, nor has he got a loan move. So his career's almost down the drain. And I think we're at that age now where they've not kicked on enough that the small kick on will actually make any difference. Ismail at PSG at 117. Again, no loan move for him. Rohit, he went back to Antwerp. Antwerp had him again. Antwerp had him for a season where he played 5 times. He was obviously crap. He took him back and he had another 2 appearances there. You couldn't make it up, could you? You couldn't make it up. In terms of international caps, we've got 40 for Kim Do-hoon, 41 for Tajuddin, Aswan with 38, Ismail with 16, and Rohit with 39 for India. He's still down at 104. What's his personality saying? Oh, his loyalty's gone up to 11. His ambition's gone up to 4. I've just noticed. I've not even checked his personality type. They're all balanced now. So he's lost, hang on. So he's lost some professionalism. So he's fairly professional because he was at 15, wasn't he? He's got more determination and he's lost professionalism and he's now down to balanced. But Rohit is now unambitious, which unambitious because it's gone up to 4. We go to 3. So there we go. His ambition's gone to 4. He's now turned into being unambitious. I've changed his loyalty from 11, where that was his unambitious personality, down to 10, and now he's back to being balanced. So if we change loyalty back to 11, we'll see him go back to being unambitious. There you go. And yeah, 4 ambition is unambitious. But what really gets on my nerves is why was he not considered unambitious and he was considered balanced when his ambition was down at 2? It makes no sense. We should have something like a little counter in the corner about you could have like a Jayhuahua bingo card, couldn't you? Like get your dabbers out. Dab when he moans about the regen faces. Dab when he moans about balanced personality being too broad and broken. What else do I do all the time? Go off on a tangent and forget what I'm talking about. I don't know. Not the best bingo card then. There's probably more examples. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd put on the Jayhuahua bingo card. There we go. A little bit of fun interaction for your gang. 2031, let's go. Rohit, you're doing me head in. Retire. Okay, so Kim Do-hoon is now at 176. He is absolutely playing for Chelsea. Of course he's going to be playing for Chelsea, to be fair. 15 starts, 8 off the bench, 23 appearances. He's at 176, sorry. He's a world-class bloody defender. I mean, look how good he is. Look at his polygon. That is a very good defender, if you ask me. Rohit's up at 111. He's really kicked on. Got up 7 attribute points. PSG aren't interested, though. He's listed for £600,000. That's more like it. 36 million. He's actually been on loan to Grenoble. 23 appearances, getting a 6.66. Devilish. And that's what's moved him up to 111. Should we have a quick comparison of those two? Mad to think that they were the same player to begin with, innit? So Rohit's still unambitious. Kim is balanced. Ismail is loan listed at PSG. He's actually been on loan to Stoke City, 33 appearances in the Sky Bet Championship in a season where Stoke finished 7th. Not bad. Aswan Abdullah is wanted by Bristol City on loan. Unfortunately, he hasn't had a loan move at all, so he's just rotted away in the Tottenham reserves, which is disappointing. He's at 125. If he got a couple of loan moves, he could have kicked on a bit. Tajuddin at Lens. Again, I feel like Lens should have played him more. He's in and around their team. And if you've got a wonder kid, you make the effort to play them a little bit more. And he could have kicked on. I mean, right, I'm going to jump 2 years, 2033. They'll be 25 years old now. Because I think we've sort of hit the limit of what's going to happen. I think this is going to be much of a muchness. These 4, never going to amount to anything. We might get one of them breaking away if they get a bit of game time. But it's all about Kim Do-hoon. Okay, here we are at 25 years young, and there's been some movement. Now, Rohit has gone to FC Fleury 91, and he's actually now 91 current ability. He did move on loan from PSG to Niort. 28 appearances in the league there for them. Tajuddin Samsudin is transfer listed by request for £2.8 million from Lazio. So Lazio, he's on loan at Lazio from RC Lens. Sorry. What kind of uppity big shot club do RC Lens think they are? Do they think they're bigger than Lazio? Tajuddin, 138. 131 current ability. Better than Diogo Liete, who's also there. Max Aarons is there at 125 out of 160. I mean, the ages of these guys are all... Issa Kabor, 135. Yeah, so he's about the same level. I don't know why they're not playing him more. Lazio have loaned him in, which is a weird loan move if you ask me. A very weird loan move. He's played for him a bit though. He's one of the better defenders there. Madness. Ismail is moving from PSG. He's joining Brest on the 1st of the 7th. He went to PSG for a long time. You know, that decision wasn't the best. He did make a bit of a tit of himself. He's now nippling on to Brest. I'm not even sorry for all these puns. I told you this video is going to go downhill. You're still here, I warned you. This is your fault. FC Köln, Aswan, moved from Tottenham for £12.75 million, where he's played a little bit. He's fairly determined now, at 15 determination. Not bad hiddens, 132. He's 25 though, like they're in the 130s, early 130s. Not much is going to happen really, is it? Kim Do-hoon though is at 184 and wanted by Inter Milan. Random. 64 caps for South Korea for old Kimmy boy as well. And he's playing quite a lot for Chelsea. Have they won anything? He's current Premier Division champion. Chelsea have won their Premier League with Mehmet Ali in charge. 28-29. Was he there in 28-29? Because they won the Champions League then. He played 5 times in that Champions League winning side. So he's got it. 28, 29. There you go. Champions League winner, Carabao Cup winner. He's won the Asian Cup with South Korea. He's the Europa League winner, and they've won the Premier Division and FA Cup this season. The lovely domestic double for Kim Do-hoon. I mean, we're not going to look at anyone else's trophy haul because no one's ever bloody played, have they? All-time appearances, 80 for Aswan Abdullah. I mean, Rohit's had 188, but that's for PSG too. Not really worth our time of day, is it? So they're going to keep progressing and keep moving forward. So let's go another 2 years, 2035, they'll be 27. 190 for Kim Do-hoon. Tajuddin is now at Villarreal. So he went on loan to Lazio. Then he went on loan to Real Betis. 37 times he played in La Liga. So why Lens weren't playing him, I don't know. He's gone to Villarreal, played 33 times there. £7.25 million. Yes, please. Fair play to him. Ismail has gone to Aston Villa. He went to Aston Villa he went to Brest. Then Lille bought him for £8.5 million. Played him once, and then he went to Aston Villa for £8.5 million. What the hell was all that about? 27th of the 6th. Oh, and then the 31st of the 1st. It was actually in January. So he only played once for them. And he went for about the same money. Rohit Singh has now dropped to 90, and he's now playing for Sanois. He's playing for these guys. And Aswan he's joining West Brom. He's listed. Colne. He moved from Colne to Sunderland for £7 million, where Sunderland played him once. He's gone to West Brom on loan. He's played 4 times, and now the transfer's becoming permanent. Please don't. Hang on. Mandatory future fee. Okay, so the fee was mandatory. So Sunderland have actually had West Brom's pants down here. The mandatory fee is £8.25 million. Considering they only spent £7.75 million, or £7 million, should I say? 7.75 including add-ons. Well, if they are appearance or goal-related bonuses, that's never going to come through, is it? Because he's on the way to West Brom. So Kim Do-hoon at 190 is the only person we're really interested in terms of success. Chelsea have won, no Premier Leagues in the last couple of years. It's been Man United and Arsenal the last 2 seasons. Thomas Tuchel is at Manchester United. Erik ten Hag is at Arsenal. Mikel Arteta, after 14 years, got sacked. Who's now the manager of FC Bayern. Did go to Juve for a bit. There's a bid in for Matthias Dahl from AC Milan. A £20 million bid. I don't know if I've ever seen a bid of a financial agreement on a manager before. Has anyone else ever seen that? Makes me feel less stupid for thinking that there's a manager value on a previous video. Look, it's the most viewed video on the channel. I'm sure you've all seen it. If you've not seen it, the perfect manager video where I looked at the career stats. I looked at the overview and I saw transfer value here. Even though it's up there as well, under players bought and under players sold. For some reason, this transfer value I was attributing to the value of the manager. And as seasons went on, it kept going up. I was like, look how expensive he's getting now. It took me till over halfway through the video to realise, go and watch it. If you've seen it, you knew all that. So yeah. Just a reminder that I'm a tit. But Arsenal in the Premier League, Erik ten Hag has come in. Arsenal have won a couple of Champions Leagues as well. Chelsea have won the last 2 Champions Leagues. So he's won 2 Champions Leagues in a row as Kim Do-hoon. And he's at 190. I don't think he's going to get to 200. So 30-ish is when they're probably going to start declining. Let's go to 2038 where they will be 30. Because everyone else I'm not really interested in. Sorry guys, but he's just me. He's got to 192 as Kim Do-hoon at Chelsea. And yeah, what a player. What a player. Rohit is at CSK Moscow. He moved from Sanois. 100 caps for India, 4 goals. So he's been capped by India. He's one of India's most long-serving players. To be fair, he'd be up there as one of India's better players, wouldn't he? I mean, to be fair, Kim Do-hoon is over double his ability at this point. Isn't that funny? Isn't that hilarious that they started off exactly the same? Which just goes to show, like, you can't put everything on a personality type because they were both the same. And circumstances have happened which have made one player thrive and one not thrive. The Tajuddin is back at Lazio on loan for the second time in his career. He's been at Villarreal playing loads, like first name on the team sheet most of the time, and then halfway through the season he's gone on loan to Lazio where there's an optional future fee of £63 million. What have they been smoking? £63 million for a player. I mean, 148 is not terrible. He's not £63 million good at 30 years old, is he? Have a day off, Lazio. We've had a look at Rohit. Ismail is at Everton. He moved to Everton from Aston Villa for £7 million, where he has played a lot for them. Has he played 40 times in the Championship? Everton are in the Championship then. And they have been for quite a while, to be fair. Awkward for Everton fans. And Aswan, who is currently at Sassuolo, oh, God, he's done the rounds, hasn't he? So he's moved from Sunderland to West Brom. West Brom had their pants down. They did play him a lot in the Championship, 36 times. He's now gone on loan to Sassuolo, which I'm assuming there's a mandatory future fee of £10.5 million. So every team that gets him, they managed to, apart from Colne, who spent 12.25 and then, meh. But every other team has got him, and then they've loaned him out with a future fee, mandatory future fee, that's just more, just make a profit. I really like that. Nice little narrative going on. Okay, so they're all going to start depreciating now, and they're all going to start to decline. So let's go to, I'm going to jump to 2042, 4 years from now, because, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Aswan's gone to Resolute, as has Kim Do-hoon. The Resolute personality, pressure 2, ambition 5. Resolute may have come out on the channel already, but again, very broad range for certain attribute types, because I don't think pressure and ambition were that low when I did it, but is what it is. Let's go to 2042. Right, so who's gone? So firstly, we've lost. So Rohit's retiring. Let's have a quick look at what's happening with Rohit. He left CSKA Moscow and went to Maccabi Tel Aviv. Aswan is at Sassuolo, so he's been there for quite a while. Tajuddin has gone to Newcastle, went for free from Villarreal. That actually didn't make him permanent. The optional fee was not taken up. £63 million. Of course it wasn't. Kim Do-hoon is wanted by Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and Ismail. So we just come back a season. So Ismail is basically about to retire at 33 years old. He's been in the Championship with Everton, playing quite a lot. He's going to retire at 124 current ability, and yeah, we're going to move forward to 2043 now, because Rohit's going to be gone, Ismail's going to be gone. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the others two have probably gone. Kim Do-hoon's probably going to go to Saudi Arabia, so let's go to 2043. Yeah, so we've lost all but these two, and Aswan has gone to Stoke from Sassuolo for £130,000. He played 3 times in the Championship for them, and he's going to retire at the end of this season. Kim Do-hoon has gone to Al Nassr for £24 million. Well, he has been phenomenal for Chelsea, hasn't he? He came for £3.6 million, quite expensive to be honest, compared to how the others went for literally thousands, and they sold him for £24 million after he was at the club for a hell of a long time. If we look at Chelsea, they've got Moises Caicedo as a favoured personnel. Unfortunately, Kim has not managed to get himself into the legendary legends, icons, or even favoured personnel. That's a little bit naughty, isn't it? Oof. This guy's in favoured personnel. Mark Kluger, 388 games for them. Kim Do-hoon, more than 388 games. Centre-back, not as glamorous, I guess, as a winger. Tottenham have won the last 3 Premier League trophies. Chelsea have won another one there, though. They've got, like I say, 5 Champions Leagues. So he's won plenty of things with Chelsea over the course of his career. In terms of South Korea, 106 caps, 3 Asian Nation Cups. He won an Asian Nations Cup in 2031, so he has got a little bit of international success under his belt as well, which is really nice for him. And that's going to be about it for today's experiment. I mean, we could keep going and just see when he does retire, but I would have thought 2044. He's about to retire. Let's go forward one more year. And he is retiring, of course he is. So we're going to look at Kim Do-hoon. There he is, about to retire. He's ended up Resolute. That is his Resolute personality. Yeah, so what can we take away from this? Well, the main thing we take away from this is do not trust balanced personality type. Spineless, on the whole, is pretty poor, but you can harness the player and they can achieve good things. So it's not the worst personality type. It sounds a lot worse than it is, in my opinion. It's better than casual, apparently. I mean, that's another thing we've learned. See a casual player run like I'm that tired. I can't even think of a better word to say, so I'm going to have to bleep that now because I've just sworn. Brilliant. Well done, me. But I'll be editing it, so it doesn't matter. That's it. Game over. End of story. End of episode. End of video. Like, what am I talking about? Comment down below of any ideas that you've got for future experiments and all that jazz. Anything I might have missed, do let me know. Anything you thought about this, again, love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear your feedback on these personality type ones, because it's great to hear what you're learning from them and things that you didn't know and did know. So yeah, please do let me know all those things. Most importantly, gang, though, do take good care of yourselves, subscribe and all that good stuff. See you soon.